Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel. Today we have the TVP, the new Czech tanks in the game. Straight up, we're going to go to the top of the tree, the TVP, the tier 10 medium tank. We will look at the others, but we'll look at this one. This is the main tank, of course, on the line, and probably one of the better ones so far. I'm enjoying it. I did test it. The first time round, it was really quite underwhelming, but then it got better, and then they pretty much released it yesterday. So the Peugeot, we're going to look at Blitzhanger. If you don't know this, it's a really good site to go and look at for armor profile, all the tanks, all the updates, blitzhanger.com. So do go check it out. So we're going to have a look on Blitzhanger at pretty much everything, all the stats that you need to know. So it is a auto loader. It's not an auto reloader. It's an auto loader with 4 shells. The DPM 2684, which isn't bad for an auto loader. Isn't great, isn't bad. It's okay. Penetration 242, again, not the best of penetrations, but I mean, you can get it up to 290 with your heat, and if you want to run calibrated shells, you can get it up to 319 with your heat, and 254 with your standard APCR. So I would recommend running this with calibrated shells. As I've said, it does have the heat, so it just gives it that extra bit of penetration. So the damage, it does 310 alpha. The burst damage is 1240, so you could do 1240 per magazine, which is not bad at all. But let's have a look. It is a 100mm gun, rate of fire 8.52. The magazine reload is 22 seconds, which is a long time to be waiting around without doing any damage at all. So you need to bear that in mind, just like any auto loader in the game. 2 seconds between each in each shell. Of course, you have the 4 shells. You fire a shot and it has a 2-second reload to fire the next shell. Sorry. Aim time pretty good at 1.9. That's actually really good. Dispersion is 0.317. So again, not bad on the dispersion, not bad on the aim time. 8 degrees of gun depression and 20 degrees of gun elevation. The speed is 60 kilometers an hour, so it's a pretty fast tank as well, and that's great with the auto loader, because you can literally just, like a bat chat, clip and run, clip your shell, clip your magazine, and then run, get the hell out of there. Now we are going to look at the armor profile. The armor profile really is nothing special. Just look at that. Pretty much 108mm or 110 millimeters on your bottom plate. The more you use your gun depression, and the less that gets, and of course you get into your gun depression, you can actually get some bounces on your upper plate, some troll bounces, but facing directly at your enemy, you're not really going to bounce anything. Your turret as well is not the greatest of turrets, probably one of the worst in tier 10 mediums. Of course you have the Leopard, but this turret, again, you're not going to bounce too much. The hatch on top is pretty it's spaced armor. You're not going to really, no, they're not going to really go through that, but they're not really going to need to. What is really going to help you bounce some shots is that gun mantlet. You can see there, no one is getting through that that spaced armor there. Well, it's not even spaced armor. No one's getting through your gun mantlet at all. So wiggle your tank like that, and then you could possibly get some bounces. Now we're going to go straight into it. We've got a couple of battles for you to see, and just to show you how to play this tank. So this first battle is myself. I'm on Normandy, and the thing with this tank, when you have support and you play quite aggressive with your medium tanks, best not to be frontline. As you've seen, you haven't got the greatest of armors. Now we are with our team here, our K91, and he is an auto loader as well, so I don't mind actually taking a shot from that pattern, because we managed to clip him out. Me and him managed to clip him out really quickly, and we managed to get 1,000 damage or 1,100 damage from him. I've also spotted these two these two tanks, the grill and the waffle, in this corner, and I know they're on their own. So I really want to just take advantage of this and just clip as much damage as I can into these before the E4 decided to steal all of our damage. But now we know that there is a waffle there. I have 3 shells remaining. We're going to use the HE, and just look how quickly, I mean, one guy does shoot him as well, and just look how quickly we can farm him down, and before you know it, we've got 3k damage almost. So the damage, you'll be surprised how quick the damage can rack up in this tank. It goes very quick. Sometimes I end the battle during test. One of my last games a couple of days ago, I racked up 6k damage, and it literally felt like I did about 3.5k damage until the end of the game. I'm like, how did I get this much damage? It's the best way to play the tank. I'd recommend playing it pretty much like a bat chat. You clip and run. Get rid of your magazine, because after that you've got a 20-second reload, or almost a 20-second reload if you've got all the bells and whistles, everything upgraded. So that's a long time in a medium tank not being able to attack, especially if a tank like a T62, like this silly sausage here blocking me, didn't mean to, I'm not going to rage, he didn't mean to do it. But yeah, that's a long time when you have another medium tank attacking you with their 3,500 DPM. Of course, you're just going to get absolutely deleted. So don't give the enemy that option. Stay close to your team, spot the team, pretty much like a light tank. You're quite quick. Spot the team, release your clip, release your magazine, all 4 shells, and then get the hell out of there. So just this E100, there's one other tank left. He's going to die very soon. There we go. There's the TVP on the enemy team. And then we're just literally just going to, we're not going to do no more damage into this guy. But I mean, 5k damage. We managed to block 640, which was from that turret. As I've said, you can get the troll bounces from the turret, and we managed to pick up an easy 5k, easy ace, no problem whatsoever. So that for me is how I found how to play the tank properly, the best way to play the tank, and that literally is to clip and run. You've got to be patient. I mean, this guy here, Panzer Elite, look how patient he is on this E75. He spotted him. He's not spotted. He's in a bush. He doesn't want to get a shot off, risk bouncing and then get spotted. He's going to wait for his team to come around the corner, and all of a sudden, this E75 has found himself in a sticky situation, and he doesn't last. I mean, 40 seconds. He lasts 40 seconds. That is a pretty much a super heavy in tier 9, one of the best tier 9 heavies in the game, and he's gone. He was, I mean, yeah, he was a bit of a noob being in that position in the first place, but the Elite, Panzer Elite, took full advantage of that, and the team literally just tore him apart. Now, he's being very patient. He's not looking at running to the right side. He's being very patient, and now this waffle is about to understand how good this clip can be, and he's going to get a blind shot there, and he's going to get another blind shot there. Goodbye, waffle. So that was a lovely clip. He manages to shoot his entire clip and do damage every single shot. So you need to make each shot count. Obviously, every shot you miss, your DPM is just going down. And of course, compared to other mediums in the game, the DPM against this leopard, for example, is absolutely nothing. And a leopard could just tear you apart. In the 20 seconds that you're reloading, he can literally tear you apart. So just maximize your damage as much as you can. And again, when you're on a reload, don't let the enemy know you're on a reload. If there's a tank around the corner, maybe not so much like this guy, this TD, but if there's a tank that's really close to you, very close to you, don't let him know you're on a reload, because as soon as they know you're on a reload, they are going to attack you, and there is nothing you can do. So pretty much bait them, make it out that you're not. You can play a bit more aggressive. As long as you're not getting shot at, you can play a bit more aggressive. If you start backing up and trying to run away, then they know that you're on a 20-second reload. So they can literally tear you apart. So just like here, I mean, he's still on a reload, but he's still going forward. He's not making the FV4005 aware that he's on a reload. And he's going to take a shot there. He's going to take the first shot was a bounce, so which is, as again, he's bounced 800 of damage this game. Then the FV is just going to go towards him. He knows that he can't do much else to him, and he's just going to go for the block. He's going to go for the ram just to add to his damage a little bit. So before you know it, 3.9k damage. Again, he's actually on more because he's on about 1,000 damage more because of that blind shot on the waffle. So that's 5k damage. 5k damage in 3 minutes, and it does not feel like he's done 5k, which is why I absolutely love this tank. I do admit it's not the best. It's not the best medium tank. It's not OP. I do think Wargaming have done a really good job with this TVP. I don't think it's OP at all. It's a good tank. It really is a good tank. And those of you that say it's OP, I mean, some might say it's OP, some might. It's your own opinion. I've got nothing bad to say about that. Everyone has their opinion on certain tanks. I, for one, I don't think it's OP. I do think it's perfectly balanced. It can be destroyed really, really easy. It has the low DPM, not the lowest of DPMs, but it has low DPM for a medium tank. Of course, I do think the tank would be OP if it was an auto reloader. Imagine if this was an auto reloader, then this thing would be absolutely broken. But as it is, the gun is really, really good. The damage it deals out in such a little time is really, really good. But you need to make that effective. Of course, if you're not shooting your gun, if you're not putting yourself into a situation where you can do damage to the enemy, then you're pretty much useless to the team. Take the shot, get the hell out of there, find a different tank, just make their hit points bleed. You can do, like I said, you could do 1200 damage per magazine. So look for those tanks that are 1200 HP or lower, and then just rush them, clip them out, and then there's really not much you can do. Reload your shell, and then you can just go and find another target. For me, that's the best way how to play it. Pretty much like a bat chat, clip and run, and you will probably do well in this tank. But for now, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. The other tanks in the tech tree will come shortly. I played the tier 9 today. I have one battle in it. I've got the ace, so I'm going to play a few more games after that. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'm Meadsy, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye. With